Okay, so Canva, the first thing that I want to show you with Canva, so you go to canva.com. There you can have a free account, which is a great way to start and just to get familiar with the platform. Canva is an editing software. So back in the days, if you wanted to have pretty much anything done that looked good, you had to hire a graphic designer. Now there's a lot you can do with Canva. So what Canva did is they hired there's a bunch of designers who created some Canva templates for you to use. So a Canva template, it's like skeleton to a post, to an image that you can then go and edit and download. When you there's canva.com, that's a free account, and there's Canva Pro, and there's also the Canva app. So the Canva app is an app you can have on your iPad and on your phone. And what's interesting is if you sign in with the same sign in account, like say you have a login and password, if you use it, whether on Canva, on your desktop or on your phone, all your latest work is going to come up. So both the app and the website format talk to each other. So I found that's really practical if you need to edit the design on the fly and so on. So when you have Canva Pro, you have access to, because a lot of people are asking me, oh, is it worth it? So I think it's $9 US a month. It allows you to have a brand kit where you can save your logos, you can save your colors, you can save your fonts, you can have designers, say, working with you like team members. You have access to a little bit more kind of bells and whistles in terms of organizing and so on. But that being said, you can do a lot with the basic Canva account. So start maybe with a free until you get to the point that maybe you need something else. And this is my recommendation with any technology. Actually, start with free and then see if it's worth it. So because I have a pro account, my screen might look a little bit different than yours, but the basics are the same. So the first thing that happens when you get to Canva is that you will see, I'll walk you through the what how it looks like. So on top here you have home, which is kind of your dashboard. You have templates, features, learn, search Canva, and then your account here. On the left you have all your designs. So these are things that you have created. Here I have content planner and brand kit. This is because I have a pro account, but then you can create some little folders that would show on the left. But if I go back to the home account, I really like how it says on top, these are all the different canvas that you can be using. So the different templates, so an Instagram post, and then it shows you the size. So basically it puts it into different size that fit the media that you want to use. Presentation is if you want to do all the slides that I've done for my webinars. I've done them in Canva using Canva templates. So those are really great. There's really great real estate slides as well to do a presentation. Animated social media, they're templates for stories or for posts with some text coming up. Instagram story, video, posters. So the sky is the limit. You can have logos, you can have flyers, you can do resumes. I use that for my son. So there's lots and lots and lots and lots going on. But and you can do a custom size if you're trying to do something just for you. So what I like to do is start by clicking create design. So I'm going to think create design and say, okay, what am I trying to create? So say if I want to create Instagram post, for example. So an Instagram post is a 1080 by 1080 pixel image, which is a square. And a square is a great way to start because it works a little bit for everywhere. Like it's going to work on Facebook, especially Facebook mobile, and people look at your Facebook post on their phone, and it works for Instagram. But you can see you can have all these different options here. So see, I start with an Instagram post. I'm going to say, okay, I want to design an Instagram post. What is an Instagram post? Well, it's a big white square. So then I can search templates. So here, the last one I have searched was real estate, okay? Because I wanted to do a just sold for a client, but you can write in testimonials, you can drive in Valentine's Day, any keywords that comes to mind. But just for fun, I'm going to show you what comes up with real estate. So here I have lots of custom designs. So I can say, oh, wow, that's interesting. I can see, I used that one for my client yesterday. So what I did is I clicked on that template. So you start by using, you can design from scratch or just use a template to start with. So see if I go here, I would click on that template and it automatically applies it to my screen. So I'm going to say, okay, well, this is great, but I want to change the image. I want to change the text and I want to change the colors and I want to add my logo. And then I want to download it to my computer and use it on Facebook and Instagram. So how do we go about that? And this process is the same for anything that you would like to design in Canva. You choose a template. You choose first what you're trying to create. You choose a template and then you edit it and then you save it. And it's going to save it to wherever you save your file. So if whenever you save a document, if it automatically saves it to your downloads or to your desktop, it's whatever your setting is where you'll be able to find your design, okay, after. So what I want to do is say, I want to say it's not the open house. This is a real estate example, but it applies for everything. Say I want to say it's not open house. I want to do a just sold. So I can put just sold. Perfect. And this is the open house state, but I want to see sold for, say I would say for asking, that's a real example, asking price under, under, for example, for asking price in 2 weeks, okay? So then I'm like, well, this is okay, but I find that this here font is too small. So what do? I put my cursor on it and I go up here. You see the name of the font. You can click the downward faded arrow and choose another font. So those are fonts that already exist, or you can upload a font that if you don't see one that you like. So you can go and test different font. I can say, what would it look like? I mean, you can spend a lot of time with this, but you can say, what would it would like with this font or this one? And then it's going to change it. If you don't like what you see, you can click that little undo arrow and click undo. In this case, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to keep this one. It's fine, but I want it bigger. So you click the font size and you can increase the font size here. See? So I'm increasing the font size. So I'm like, okay, this is great. And I'm thinking, oh, this font is a little bit big. I found I want to reduce it a bit. And then I'm like, well, I'd like to have the just sold side by side. So you can drag this like that to make it a little bit bigger like that. So you can play with it and then reposition. And I really like the crop marks because it shows you like exactly where things are going to be. So you can put this. And then if I'm thinking, well, this is great, but this is not, that blue is not my brand color, you can click in text color. And then it gives you the document colors that come. Or you can have some of your safe color palette or any other new color that you want to add. In this case, this was my client's color. I'm just going to put it in red because that's her brand red. Okay. But I'm like, oh, well, I don't like red on this weird yellow. So I'm going to change this to be white, for example. Okay, and then I'm gonna say, okay, well, this is great. I rather have it just like that, for example. And then I can say, this is not the image of the house. So how do I go about bringing the image of the house into this design? You go on the left to upload and you upload the photo that you want to use. I'm gonna upload media and go under, this is where you can keep your photos. So under either it fetches it from your Instagram account, Google Drive, Facebook, Dropbox, or in this case, device, which is my computer. So I have this photo, hopefully it's still on, see how it says desktop? Hopefully I still have it on my desktop, but I might have deleted it last night. So let's just find an image of a house. Lots of skiing image. Okay, see, let's pretend this is an image of a house or whatever. Okay, so let's pretend this is my client's home. Well, actually, it's right here. It keeps it in Canva unless you click here and delete it. But so that was the house. So what I do, I take the image I've uploaded and then I slowly bring it over and it's going to take its place there. So I'm thinking, okay, this is starting to look more like it, but I'd like to see a little bit more of the site. So you can double click this placeholder of the image and then move the part of the image that you would want to see. You click done and there it is. So now I'm thinking, oh, this is a bit big. It goes into the roof. Now that I've put my image, you can move things like that. If you want to move more than one element, you hold your cursor and you select them all. And then you can, move one or more than one together. Now it's picking up my actual image here, which is not really what I want to do. So let's see. Yeah, it's bringing the whole image up. So let's bring that guy down. Okay, so you kind of fiddle a bit with it till it looks like what you want. And now I want to change the color of this. So what do? Click on the object, change the color maybe to my client's color. And then if I wanted to add her logo, I have a folder here with the logos, but you can upload your logo. So upload a JPEG, of your logo on a transparent background. If you don't have that, ask like whoever built your logo. So here I've put it in 2 different logos of my clients. I would go here, I would pick her logo, and then I say, okay, I want it a little bit smaller. So I wanted to put it here, for example, and I would align it like that. And I can say, okay, this is okay for me. If you want to edit your image, you can always click adjust, and you can adjust the brightness here. See, like you can play a little bit if you need to just tweak it a little bit, like you don't want to go too extreme with those tools, but maybe a bit of contrast. You can work for it like that. You say, okay, this is great. Now what do I do? So you click, I like to rename it. This box is to rename. So you can go here and say, I could say, well, just sold template. Say, we'll leave it at just sold, but you can rename it. And then you click download and it's going to say, do you want to download this as a PNG or JPEG or PDF and so on and so forth? So I'm just going to click PNG, although JPEG works well. It's a less heavy file. So if you want to use this for a website, sometimes it's better to use a bit less heavy file. But for this, I'm going to leave it. It can say, do you want a transparent background, so on and so forth. I'm just going to say download. And it's downloading my image. I like these little quotes here. And then once it's downloaded, I'm going to have it on my desktop, and I'm going to be able to find it on my desktop. So it says continue editing or go on your own page. So let's go back. I'm not sure if you won't see my desktop, but it's now saved on my desktop, ready to use. Okay. So little recap, you are on your own page, you click create design, you decide what you want to do, whether it's a video, an animated social media, an Instagram post. In this case, we decide to put Instagram post. We decide to choose a template. Say we choose Valentine's, see what comes up. Valentine's Day. See if you want to wish happy Valentine's Day to your clients, for example, which can be a little, let's not try to be too tacky, but let's say we decide to have this template. You are all you need. Okay. Well, I can say on this Valentine's Day, I can say thanking you for your support. Much love, Susan. Susan, is it a Z? I can't remember. But this is really big, so you're going to put this smaller. So small, small, small. You can always go also like this. Let's reduce it. And I can put this little note, but then I don't want this lady. Like, that has nothing to do with me. A lady with blue hair that's just jumping around. So what can I replace this with? This is the fun part. You could put a photo of you and upload it, or you can go into photo over here and search photos. So I can say, I want to have photos of love, it says. Let's see what comes up. So you can say, oh, this is really cute. I'm going to replace this video by, this video by this template. See? And now it's here. Or I can say, I want to search and put another video instead. So you can search videos and then search videos about love and see what comes up. What does it say? Oh, so see, I put this little guy because I know Susan likes pups. There you go. You can see this could be your video. So what I'm trying to show you is that Canva has a huge bank of photos and elements and videos and music and tons of stuff. So you just have to go and experiment with it and search there. Another thing that you can have is elements. So if I want to have an element, so I can say heart maybe as an element because we're on Valentine. Heart stickers, for example, then it's this, and then I can decide to add this, I don't know, little heart here, and so go like this and add this little heart showing. You can move it around and then that. If you don't like something, you click on it and you delete it. What do you do once you're done? You go download. In this case, it is a video file because there's a little animation, so I would download it. And it's going to download my design. And then it's ready for me to upload it to my social media account. I'm going to open the chat to see if you have any question on what's going on. What happens if you animate it? So if you animate it, what happens is that it becomes a video file, so an MP4 file, and you download it and you can upload it to social media as a video, which, by the way, gives you extra point with the algorithms because they love video content, and it's going to get, in my opinion, videos are getting more reach than still images. So if you want to do and use the videos that are saved in Canva or create animation, it goes really great. Oh, if you click this animate button here, what it does is that it's going to animate your image. So you can animate text. I mean, there's tons you can do, but see if I do rise, for example. See, it's going to go zoo like that. And it's just going to go like this. If I go pop, I mean, that's a pro feature, but you can go, it just adds animation. So if you don't have a video already, you can add breathe with your text. So your just sold could come kind of be animated. So this is what this animate button is all about. So I'm going to click out of that for now. So essentially this is what it is. Now, what happens if you have this cute video and you would like to put it on an Instagram story? Because we all know that we should all be doing Facebook and Instagram stories because they get more engagement and more reach than anything else. So what do? You go into resize, and this is super fun. So you go into resize, and it's gonna say, I'd like to resize it to an Instagram story or a custom size. If you want to do an IGTV cover image, for example, you can Google what IGTV cover size needs to be and then put it in there, or some custom image size that fit your website or your blog. You can put the the custom image, but say I want to do an Instagram story out of this. Now, keep in mind, this is taking a little bit of time because I'm running the internet a lot with Zoom right now. So that's why there's a delay, but it's a bit quicker normally. Okay, so now I'm gonna say, I'm gonna copy and resize it because I wanna keep my original template and work from there. So I'm gonna click copy and resize, and it's gonna open a new tab. So I'm kind of working on a new project. And it's taking time because of the internet, but yeah, normally it's really quick. So it's going to resize it, open it in a new tab, and then, oh, not good, not good, not good when things are too busy. Thank you for your support. No, we don't want that, silly computer. Okay, well, okay, this is a good example. The beauty of this is that everything gets saved automatically. So you can always, you will find your designs at the bottom on your screen, and you can go back to it. And you can go back to your hopefully original design. Hopefully I haven't lost it because of course, oh, here, it's creating it. I'm moving too fast. Also, one thing I want to show you while we're here is if I click see here, they give you a bunch of templates. So you can just scroll down and see what's out there. If you don't want to search for templates, there's really, really great templates to work with. But once you've worked on your template, Canva automatically saves them into your designs. And when you click see all, while it's generating this, I'm going to show you. If I want to put all these into my specific client folder, and you could have, you know, specific folders at the bottom. See how I select them? I could click, 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 select, and then either click delete or put them in a folder. And I've created a folder for this client. So I'm going to put everything in her folder. So after, it's available there for quick reference. So I can go on my folders here and find her stuff. But let's try to go do this back and see what happens. Okay, let's try this again. So I go into, you could go file, copy, blah, 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 but here, I'm going to do resize to Instagram story, copy and resize, and yay, it worked. Okay, so this is pre-formatted, ready to go for Instagram story. Isn't that cool? Now, if I'm saying, okay, well, this is great, but now it shows a little bit small. Now I want to move things around. So I can make this bigger. I can decide this is going to go, say, on Instagram stories. I am going to keep this like that, but I'm going to put this a bit bigger. And I can decide that I want these drawings a bit bigger. And maybe this little guy a little bit bigger. So you can readjust it. And I can keep it like that. And then I'm going to say, okay, now I want to download this to my computer so I can use it to Instagram stories. And then you're going to say, yes, but Catherine, this doesn't make sense because this design is going to be sitting on my desktop and I need Instagram to do a story with my phone. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to have to move that video to your phone in order to put it on an Instagram story. So how do we do this? Well, you can do AirDrop from your computer desktop to your phone. You can put it in iPhoto where you have access to iPhoto on your phone if it's connected to iCloud. You can text it to yourself from your desktop maybe, or email it to yourself, whichever way you move it to your phone, and then you would put it on Instagram stories. But here it is, and then see how it says MP4 video, and then download. So essentially, this is how Canva works. You get into there, you look at the different templates, you choose a template, and then you click around, edit the text, what you want to say, the colors. You can use your own photos if you upload them. You can search the elements of Canva, photos, videos, elements, animations, and so on. And then you download your piece of art to your desktop and you put it wherever you want it to be. And one last thing I want to show you is, see if I search for photos, let's see Vancouver for what comes up. And look at all these beautiful images of Vancouver. All these images are there for you to use commercially. So you could use those images on Facebook, on Instagram, on your website, anywhere you want, and they're free to use commercially. You have access to a beautiful data bank of images. So look what comes up. Even Whistler has some great one. See? So, I mean, it's not the solution for everything. Oh, another thing I like, if I go in templates, another one you might want to use is quotes. So if you want to do testimonials, and I'm going to see here, you have different templates. Now we're in an Instagram story template, but see how you could have a testimonial from a client. Like if you want to put either an inspiration quote or a testimonial, I think that's the testimonial. I could click on this, and then I could go in and edit the name of the person, the testimonial, the photo. I could take a photo. If I go in photos or in uploads, I can take, say, a photo of me or of a person. Say if I take this photo, I could bring it here, go in this little placeholder, put the photo of my client, and then download it. And then if I say, oh, wait, this is the Instagram story template, I want to resize it to an actual post, you can go back to post, copy, resize. There you go. And then you can decide to make this information bigger by selecting and so on. So I could go like this, and I can say, I want this post to be bigger, and then drag it on the corner and all that. So this is the basic of Canva. I'm going to save this recording so you can go back to it on our group. And I also have a Canva video tutorial I have shot and put on YouTube, and I will put the link to that as well. Do you girls have any questions? Does that seem completely crazy or something that I look down because my video is there in the chat box, but you guys are there? Hi. How does that look? Like, seem fun? You can also have a graphic designer to build your own templates in Canva. So I have a designer, and what she does is, the Canva video would be awesome. I'm going to send it to you, Susan. Canva video is super fun because you have access to all these short videos. I mean, they're super cool videos, right? Let's see if there's a Vancouver video for fun. See, there's little videos of Vancouver. What's that? Let's see what that does. How cute is that? Right? Yeah. So yeah, you can play with it. Maybe one last thing I can show you, you can delete everything if you don't want any of this. For example, I want to show you a picture placeholder because someone asked me that yesterday. If I wanted to have my own image here, you can always go in the elements. In the elements, you'll see shapes and you'll see frames. And what a frame is, it's a placeholder for an image. So I could decide to go, I mean, you can go crazy with this, but just so you know what these things are. And Heather showed that to me because I wanted to have round icons of myself for some reason. You can go here, and then you can go into videos. You can pick one of the videos, and then if you drag it, it's going to fit that little circle. Isn't that cool? Yeah, the pro version is great. And you know what's even better is if you use a pro version with a graphic designer that's going to bring you a brand kit. So in a brand kit, when you go to say add text, for example, if I want to add this, add a heading here, I can go here, and then I can go into my brand kit where I have my brand fonts. If I go here, I can have my brand colors. So it's going to say add another palette. You could have your own colors. So it's nice if you have Canva Pro, but Canva Pro is really neat to have things organized under folders and so on. So enjoy it. If you try Canva and you're wondering how to do certain things, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out to the best of my knowledge. And then, yeah, go back to this video tutorial anytime. All right. Thank you for joining, everyone. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.